It is 1:30 p.m. on Sunday, September 21st, 2025. I just left a voicemail for the Greenville Group approximately 5 minutes ago, letting them know that I'm unable to use the water to my kitchen tap and to my bathroom tap. And that over the last 2 hours now, there has been someone sitting in the bathroom behind this wall where nobody lives. I mean, there's nobody actually renting the unit behind this wall. The bathroom of 78 has not shown any signs of legitimate occupancy or use for months now, if not years. It only seems to be accessed occasionally and intermittently when some very disturbed, mentally deficient, violent person accesses the bathroom behind this wall and starts violently slamming and banging things directly behind this wall in the shower stall located against the back of the sink. And that is when there is also usually the use of a directed energy device to electronically harass and assault me when I'm either standing at the sink trying to wash dishes or wash clothing, or then when I go into my bathroom to try to use the facilities. And I am unable to go into my bathroom and use the facilities because the same person who's sitting behind that wall, violently slamming and banging things against the back of that wall, has been using a directed energy device to electronically harass me over the last couple of hours, each time I've tried to go into my bathroom to try to use the facilities. There's also some kind of very noticeable, highly harmful additive to this water that causes it to start instantly causing stinging and burning to the skin upon contact, which then requires the use of clean, fresh bottled water that does not contain this chemical to rinse off the burning and stinging additive that is being leached into the pipe to this kitchen sink. I've reported this to the Greenville Group dozens of times over the last few weeks. Nothing ever changes. So I just left them a voicemail letting them know that there's somebody who's very behaviorally disturbed, obviously mentally deficient. I mean, nobody in their right mind would behave like this. Repeatedly slamming and banging things against the wall behind this kitchen sink. That goes on for 2 hours. This started happening approximately an hour and 45 minutes ago. And they deliberately engage in the propagation and burning of sickening, overpowering amounts of marijuana and cigar smoke from inside the bathroom that is behind this wall, which has no window, no ventilation, there's no outlet to the outside. So if you're sitting in that bathroom smoking, the smoke probably instantly fills that bathroom and then fills my living space. And then when I go out into the hallway to get fresh, clean air, there is no smoke or fumes anywhere in the hallway because the smoke and fumes never come from the hallway. There's also very little water coming out of this tap, even though the knobs are turned to maximum volume and pressure, and the water stings and burns and causes tingling upon contact that I then have to rinse off with clean, fresh bottled water. Do you see all these water bottles right here? This is what I have to use to rinse off the contaminated water that comes out of that kitchen tap when my skin suddenly starts to burn and sting and tingle upon contact. This means that there's some type of a very harmful, possibly neurotoxic chemical in that water, because when it causes tingling, that means that it's affecting the nerves. And I also can't use the bathroom that I pay money to use because there's somebody sitting behind that wall. I mean, I have to keep this door closed because this bathroom right now is filled with I'm also wearing a mask, so check this out. Because the marijuana and cigar smoke have been so thick in here over the last couple of hours, while there's been somebody smacking the wall behind this sink right here, there's a toilet right behind that sink. So this is where this person sits and deliberately makes their presence known by repeatedly smacking and banging things against the wall for 2 hours at a time, right? So there are no legitimate signs of actual use-based occupancy in that bathroom. Nobody is actually using that bathroom. They sit in it and access it intermittently and then smack the wall for 2 hours at a time continuously, right? So they want me to know that they're right there. And then when I try to use this toilet, they engage in the use of a directed energy device that they themselves have bragged that they're getting paid by the Greenville Group to use. And then I cannot use the facilities in this bathroom, either the shower or the toilet, because Jasmine Irizarry, the Greenville Group's paid career criminal, psychopath, psycho-trash fixer, deliberately tells people that she is getting paid to do exactly what people keep observing that she has been doing now for 11 years. So I can't use this bathroom. The water burns, stings, and causes instant pain on the skin upon contact. This does not happen when I go down the hall to the common bathroom and use the bathroom tap in the common bathroom. I mean, this is a bit unnecessary since I've made like half a dozen videos showing that the water to the bathroom tap of the bathroom down the hall does not ever cause any skin burning or tingling or irritation upon contact, because that's not the targeted plumbing system for Jasmine Irizarry's paid, sponsored acts of criminal interference with the delivery of utilities to my unit. She's not getting paid to contaminate the water to this tap using a saddle valve. She's getting paid, as she has mentioned, to contaminate the water to my bathroom, where she claims she's getting paid to put contaminants in that water. Yeah, this water's fine. Nothing wrong with this water. This water is perfectly clean and safe to use, as I keep reporting. I mean, if it was causing burning and stinging and tingling upon contact, I would not be able to keep leaving my hand under here. I would need to go rushing off somewhere else to rinse off that water, but this water is fine. Yeah. So the voicemail that I left for the Greenville group at 1:30 was regarding the fact that I cannot use my bathroom without somebody in the bathroom of 78 smacking the wall and then deliberately using a laser that emits EMFs to electronically harass me through the wall based on what they have knowledge of me doing or trying to do in that bathroom. I mean, obviously there's surveillance devices in here. None of this kind of harassment and interference with the delivery of utilities to this unit would be possible without the reported and admitted use of surveillance devices in this living space by the Greenville group, because they are a corrupt criminal Russian slumlord and own buildings in Russia where they presumably engage in the same type of illegal acts and activities over there that they do here. The owners of this building complex are from Russia. They own and operate properties in Russia. Alex Kritnik and Victoria Kritnik and Boris Kritnik are the property owners, and they seem to think that the illegal use of surveillance devices in tenants' living spaces for the sole purposes of landlord-tenant harassment are somehow legal here in the United States. They're not, but they have stupidly bragged about the use of surveillance devices in this unit, telling me that Jasmine Irizarry, a very disturbed, obsessive, psychopath, sex offender, and career criminal, is their surveillance expert. They have literally admitted to using Jasmine Irizarry as their, quote, surveillance expert to engage in surveillance-based landlord-tenant harassment that then prevents me from being able to use the water to this tap into my bathroom safely as I need to and when I need to. I have to walk around wearing a mask, and my voice is raspy because of the smoke and fumes that are coming from the bathroom behind this wall that is unventilated and unvented to the outside. And therefore, whatever that psycho in that bathroom is smoking ends up in my lungs. And then my voice gets raspy even when I'm wearing a mask. And I cannot safely use the bathroom without getting electronically assaulted by the same directed energy device that Jasmine Irizarry, the psycho trash pig itself, has bragged that they are getting paid a lot of money to use in multiple written comments that she has made. It has made on my social media pages. It is an obsessive, severely disturbed, psychotic sex offender who is also a known psychopath and who, according to the Boston Police Department, targets other females. This is something that the Greenville Group's property owners and property manager Oleg Aleseyev and Alex Kritnik have harnessed for their own nefarious purposes of trying to get rid of tenants that they don't like. That is a fact.